The investors who win in Dubai over the next 5 years will do these 7 things. Over the last 4 or 5 years, making money in Dubai property was, if we're being honest, a lot easier. Buy an apartment, wait, let the market do most of the work. Today, I think something has changed. Since the regional conflict began, we've actually seen fewer launches. Some developers have delayed projects, others are waiting for construction costs to settle. But here's what's fascinating. The very best projects are still selling out in hours. That tells me something. Investors haven't disappeared. They've become more selective. And I think that's exactly what the next 5 years will reward. After 22 years in Dubai property, I believe the investors who make the most money won't necessarily have the biggest budgets. They'll simply make better decisions. Here are the 7 habits I see over and over again. 1. Stop looking for the next hotspot. Everyone wants to know where the next downtown is, the next Palm, the next Dubai Marina. I think that's the wrong question. By the time everybody is talking about a hotspot, it usually already is one. Instead, ask, where will people genuinely want to live 5 years from now? Infrastructure, schools, employment, transport, lifestyle. That's what creates demand, not YouTube videos. 2. The cheapest apartment is often the most expensive mistake. This surprises people. Saving 150,000 dirhams today can easily cost you 500,000 dirhams later. Why? Because cheaper usually means compromise. Inferior location, inferior developer, inferior layout, inferior end user demand. Property is one of the few purchases where paying slightly more for quality often becomes the cheaper decision over time. Number 3, payment plans are making investors lazy. This might upset a few people. I love a good payment plan, but I think they've become one of the biggest distractions in Dubai property. People spend hours comparing payment plans and almost no time asking whether the property is actually worth owning. A brilliant property with an average payment plan beats an average property with a brilliant payment plan every single time. 4. Waiting can cost more than buying at the wrong time. This is probably the lesson I've repeated most over the last year. People think waiting is safe. Sometimes. Waiting is simply expensive. If you're waiting for absolute certainty, you'll wait forever. The goal isn't perfect timing. The goal is making sensible decisions when sensible opportunities appear. 5. Developers don't create scarcity. Buyers do. People often say this developer always sells out. Not really. Buyers decide what becomes scarce. If enough people want something, it becomes valuable. If they don't, it doesn't. Scarcity isn't created in a sales office. It's created by demand. That's why I spend so much time asking one question. Who is going to buy this from you later? 6. The property isn't the investment. Your decision is. 2 investors can buy in exactly the same building. One doubles their money, one doesn't. The building wasn't different, the decision was. When they bought, which unit they chose, what they paid, how long they held it. The investment isn't just the apartment, it's every decision surrounding it. 7. The best investors say no far more often than they say yes. This might be the biggest lesson I've learned over 22 years. The wealthiest investors I've worked with don't buy everything. Quite the opposite. They reject almost everything because every yes costs capital, time, opportunity, attention. They wait, not for certainty, but for quality. And when they find it, they move quickly. That's exactly what we've been seeing recently. Fewer launches, but the right launches selling out within hours. Selective investors don't hesitate when the right opportunity appears. They hesitate when it doesn't. There's a huge difference. People ask me all the time, where Dubai property prices will be in 5 years. The honest answer is, I don't know. Nobody knows. But I do know this. I believe the investors who look back proudly at the decisions they made today won't be the ones who predicted the future perfectly. They'll be the ones who became more selective than everyone else. Because I don't think the next 5 years in Dubai property will reward the busiest investors. I think they'll reward the smartest decisions. If you're considering investing in Dubai and you'd like a second opinion before committing hundreds of thousands or even millions of dirhams, my team and I would be delighted to help. Even if you don't buy through us, one conversation could save you from making a very expensive mistake. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.